What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview, I would say. The Winter Soldier from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you can still pre-order this at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. Now, this has been released in Hong Kong, so approximately around in here in the US, we might get this, I don't know, 2-3 months from now. I would say sooner. And the reason I said that is because I don't think there's a whole lot of pre-orders for this guy. And let's dissect this figure. So this is one of those things where I can honestly say right now I wouldn't buy this unless somebody buys my Infinity War Bucky for, I don't know, $400 so I can get this for cheap. That's the only reason I would get this. Even at that, I just don't see myself doing that. This is one of the figures where, honestly, Winter Soldier, outside of his, the Captain America 2, basically, Winter Soldier, the longer the movie has evolved from MCU, the lamer he gets. And the weaker he gets. And I don't, and especially on the TV series on Disney Plus, he was not appealing to me. So he has so many versions now. He got this, the best one, I would say, and in terms of character and overall accessories, is the first one from his movie, not his own movie, from the Captain America Winter Soldier. You got two head sculpts, and he was pretty badass on that film. However, we all know that there's a lot of issues in that, particularly the flaking. I never got to experience that. I sold mine when I heard that it was going on, so I sold mine almost immediately. I just didn't want to deal with it. He was badass, but even now, if you do have that figure and you happen to not flake, then congratulations. That I would say, that is, I would say, the best bang for your buck. You can remove the faceplate. I mean, he's pretty badass on that film. However, I think that kind of aged a little bit now as well. Like the head sculpt, the proportions, and all that stuff. One can argue that the Civil War version, but I don't like the head sculpt of that. So, so to speak, there's not a perfect Winter Soldier yet. Maybe if they redo Winter Soldier 1, perhaps that'll be the definitive one. Because like I said, that version of Winter Soldier is the most badass one. However, I'm pretty happy with my Infinity War Winter Soldier. And for a few reasons, it doesn't have pleather on it. The jacket that he does have feels like it's one of those, I don't know, I don't even know what to call that material, where it's like a jacket where it's waterproof, like the water would bead if it drops on it. So that's one of them. The head sculpt is pretty good on that one. Even though they, we make jokes that's the Jesus Winter Soldier, I actually do like the head sculpt on that. Speaking of head sculpt, they made comparisons on this figure to the prototype, and I don't know, at first look it looks like the release one lost a ton of details. Like, the sculpt became softer. Let's address that right away. You'll see that on forums comparing the two, and maybe that's the case. It does happen from time to time. For the most part, Hot Toys is pretty good improving their sculpt, but this one looks like it kind of downgraded. It suffered the same fate as T'Challa, John Wick, where you see the prototype and it looks good, and then you got it in hand. It's not so bad, but you can see the difference. And at first glance, that seems to be the case. The hair lost some details. It seems like some details on his eyes, wrinkles maybe, and then the stubble that he does have, it's not as pronounced as the prototype, but it still kind of looks like him. But with that being said, because Infinity War is available, if you had one, why would you sell that for this, right? So anytime that there's a new figure of an existing character, you gotta find a reason to upgrade, quote unquote. You can be like, hey, this is a version from that TV show, but let's be honest, that show was okay at best, right? I mean, it's enjoyable. I liked it, but it's not like it's not Infinity War, which arguably is the best Marvel movie of all time, or MCU of all time. It's top three, regardless of how you I would say rank it. So that's the few things that's going on for that figure, is that it's on a great movie. It has a beautiful head sculpt, and it doesn't have any pleathers on it. So those three alone makes me just, hey, you know what? I'll keep the figure. I'll keep the figure unless I can sell it and I make more money out of it. But the accessories are the same. He got the same gun, got knife, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll stick with what I have and pick up Captain America or Falcon, whatever you want to call him, from this TV show, and go on from there. I'm not even sure if I want to get that version of Captain America, because I know he's gonna be the featured character in the upcoming Avengers movie. So maybe his outfit would change over time. So I'll put my reservations on that, because it's almost $400. And if you don't have any Bucky or Winter Soldier and you want to pick this up, I would suggest hold off. And because I have a feeling this would be the next Taskmaster, meaning this would dip down on Hong Kong resellers quicker than you think it is. There's a ton of, I wouldn't say issues, but to begin with, it's not that sought after anyway. So if you could, I would hold off and wait for a good deal. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this figure. Are you going to buy it? Are you going to wait for a sale? Or are you just going to skip it altogether? I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. And I will see you guys in the next video.